Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching a video from another top leader from LimeLife who is leaving. I have no idea where he's going. I haven't watched the video, so we'll watch that together. If you're like, JJ, you look different today. It's because I just rolled out of bed and on the way I picked up 3 drinks, a Gatorade, a water, and a coffee. Also, before we get started on this video, I had a would it be a nightmare? I had a bad dream about boss babes. They were being mean to me. They hurt my feelings. So I woke up in a shitty mood. I'm gonna describe the dream for you because it's such a vibe that all these top leaders who were like taking pictures in cars, you know, like the nice new cars that they talk about that like the company gives them, a bunch of them were there. Kelsey Ray was there. Christina Smallwood was there. Krista Parney, who's now Krista whoever the fuck, because she's tired of people looking up her name and it being that she's a scammer and you need to stay away from her. So she changed it. They were all there. And they were at a dealership taking pictures in these nice cars. And I was there filming them like, like, look at all these fakers. And then they came after me. And I got away by going to a Dairy Queen and ordering chicken strips. Which, you know what? That's such a vibe. Anyway, there's that. If you want to support the channel for free, you can simply subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it. Hit the bell button if you want to get notified when I post a video or go live or whatever. And let's get started.
I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
I will be eating during this video, so please respect my choices. And if you can't watch, then just listen to my voice. Let's watch.
Well, I'm coming with some news to share that I knew would come eventually, but the day is here. So I have officially submitted my resignation from LimeLife by Elko. And before anyone else creates the story about it for me, I wanted to ensure that I got on top of it and shared my story. So when it comes to LimeLife, it's been an absolutely incredible, life-changing, transformational, beautiful experience.
Yeah, for your bank account, bro. I'm sorry, I've got food in my mouth. Don't hate me. Yeah, his bank account was heavily impacted by Beauty Society. Heavily impacted.
And as the title of this says, I did not climb the corporate ladder, but I helped build the corporate ladder here at LimeLife. We started this company about 10 years ago, and the reason that I started with this company was because at the time I was working at Elko Company. For those of you who know me from back then, I was the national sales director at Elko and the store manager. And a big part of what I was doing at Elko was creating opportunities for makeup artists to have community, to get education, and to attend incredible events. And through all that, I wanted to create opportunities that makeup artists could find ways to make more money. And while I was creating our events programs and our workshops sectors, our, at the time, CEO, Michelle Gay, came to me with this idea that she had. And she said, Jacob, I see all these things that you're doing for Elko and for the makeup artist community, and now you're working on getting a discount program for makeup artists, and that's great, and they absolutely should have one. She said, but I'm working on this idea to further push what we can do for makeup artists.
I have a few questions. Jacob, is that his name? I don't know. I don't really care. Were these like legitimate makeup artists? These people didn't just join an MLM and sell makeup. The ones that you're talking about before LimeLife, right? Something that bugs the shit out of me, and tell me if it bugs you too, because I would like to know all the people that it bugs. Or when people in MLMs call themselves like coaches or artists, makeup artists, whatever, but they've never done any kind of training or haven't spent years working on that craft and come in and they're like, I am a makeup artist. But all you did was start to sell MLM makeup. Are you an artist though? Are you a makeup artist? If some of you disagree, that's fine. But I stand firm on that. You are not a makeup artist. What you did was you came in, you saw an opportunity that was actually a really shitty opportunity, by the way, to try and make some money off of people buying makeup, and you did that. Now, he seems to have worked in makeup and with Alcone, which is the mother company of Limelight. So I'm guessing he was legitimately a makeup artist, or he had been in makeup for a long time. But what I find interesting is the idea that he wanted to leave this job that he had. I know why you would in his position, because you're starting at the company. He's probably like a corporate leg or something wild like that. Like he started at the very beginning. He was already a part of Alcone. So this guy made a bunch of fucking money off of several thousand people below him, probably hundreds of thousands of people below him. Who knows? Several thousand people below him. And this person deceived all of those people into believing that they could be where he is, or that they could make tons of money. And the majority of them at Limelight did not do that. And it's not because they don't work hard either. And I hate when they try to use that excuse, but it's hard for me to track with him. Like, I wanted to help more makeup artists make more money, which I think is a good thing. You want to help makeup artists make more money. MLM is the worst fucking thing that you could do then. He could have really used his position to do so much more. Instead, he in turn, really what he did was make himself more money and promise people an opportunity that was not a good one.
And she's like, and I want to tell you about it. So she told me how she wanted to get all of the best-selling products from Alcone together and put them into one line that makeup artists could retail. So when makeup artists performed their services, they could then turn around and have a link, a website link, to be able to give to their clients so that their clients could purchase the products from them that they used. Because think about it, as makeup artists, when our client sees themselves in the mirror and they love it, the first thing that they ask is like, what did you use on me? You've got to write this down. I've got to know what products you used. So from that, Limelight was founded. And we created an opportunity for makeup artists to be able to add a stream of income to the services that they were already providing.
Let's talk about that opportunity real quick, shall we? Here's a 2023 income disclosure statement. Look at this. It's not even an income disclosure statement. They don't show you anything. The average annual gross cash earnings for active US beauty guides were $1,852. They say it's important to note that the gross cash earnings calculation does not account for any expenses incurred or the time spent by beauty guide in making sales to customers. So it doesn't include any product they purchase themselves. So the best number they could give us for everyone in the company, including the top leaders, is $1,852 for the entire year, not including anything that they purchase. So let's say they spent $200 a month on makeup. Well, $1,852 divided by 12 is $154. So they're already in the negatives. And I can guarantee you many of them likely spent $200 on makeup a month. And skincare and they have tons of other stuff too. What it's showing us is that the average person was in the negatives. So that just doesn't sound like it's worth the time you put into it, the money you put into it, really anything. Okay. Let's keep watching.
And I thought at the time it was a genius idea. And to this day, I still believe it is a genius idea. That was 10 years ago. So I was one of the founding corporate members, and I had the honor and privilege.
Corporate leg, y'all. Knew it.
And responsibility of building up the sales field and working on the sales and empowerment departments. And 10 years ago at the time, also the compliance department, which was a whole training lesson for me. After a couple of years, I got out of and built and finished and handed over the compliance department. And then I got to really just focus on sales and empowerment and helping the beauty guides, which are the independent reps at Limelight, helping them grow their businesses through business coaching, training, product knowledge, product education, skincare application knowledge, and then got to build a team. And then after about 4 years, we built up a company to do $100 million in sales in a year. And that was mind-blowing. That was crazy. And during that process, L'Occitane en Provence got notice of us. And they reached out, and L'Occitane made an offer to partner with us and buy into the business so that they could help us expand globally.
What we know is the past few quarters that Lime Life has shown to L'Occitane, I guess is how you say that's how he's saying it, and I'm guessing he would know more than me, was down by 23%, at least 23%. And so L'Occitane was like, what's going on? Like, this isn't good. What are we going to do? Are we going to keep him or what? They have been really struggling the past couple of years, especially the last year, from what they have shown us. Who knows how long it's really been going on. And by the way, I'm sorry I didn't mention this earlier. If you don't know, Lime Life is now going to likely be an affiliate company. It's likely not going to be a multi-level marketing company anymore. It is not doing well. It is struggling. There was so much drama recently, and I covered it in lives and edited videos like this one, so please feel free to go watch. It was probably about a month or so ago, a month and a half, and it was wild, honestly. And stuff is still happening, so be on the lookout for that if you want to know more about that. L'Occitane was like, what the fuck's happening? The past like year, 2 years with Lime Life, because they were and are not doing well at all.
So then my role of building up the sales and empowerment department suddenly became a global role. And because of that, I got to travel around the world training new sales directors and training beauty guides that I got to meet all over. And it was life-changing, truly life-changing for me. And through that, I even got to meet my husband. So when I say that this company has transformed and changed my life, it has in so many ways. So, 6 years ago, we became a global company. And we've been building up ups and downs, highs and lows along the way. But here we are 10 years in, and L'Occitane has recently acquired Lime Life 100%. And people have been asking me how I feel about that. So now that I've resigned from Lime Life, I am free to say whatever I want. And that's what I wanted to come on my personal page to do. So as I told you at the beginning,
tea, get ready. There's some tea that's about to be spilled. I've got the feeling. You know what I mean?
This live. When I started this company, I started because I wanted to create an opportunity for makeup artists to be able to have professional quality products to be able to sell so that they could build up their income. And we did that. And once that happened, the company started to grow even more to where just everyday skincare and makeup lovers could create a business here at Lime Life and work remotely from wherever they wanted and share our products and earn commission off of our products and leadership. And so helping our beauty guides build their business became such a passion of mine because I saw how incredibly it helped people transform their lives and their situations. I saw how it gave women financial power to change circumstances that they were in that were not healthy. And it transformed people's lives, and it transformed me in a way that I could have never imagined. So how do I feel about L'Occitane taking over? How I feel about L'Occitane taking over is I feel like the beauty guides have a better chance than ever to continue their mission, to create their businesses, to earn income working remotely.
Oh, here's some tea about him I got. Thank y'all for all the emails too. So he's the guy that told beauty guides to quit following Jules Mabin. Jules Mabin is someone we recently covered a couple of times. Most recently it was in a live. So he's resigning effective Friday. He loves Lime Life and think it will be great. Cue the announcement of a business coaching business in the next couple of weeks. From your friendly professional Lime Life hater, always anonymous. Hugs. You will always be anonymous, my friend. Thank you so much. So he talks shit. He's a shit talker. And you know what? We love a shit talker on this channel. I don't like to talk shit, but I love covering someone who talks shit. Why did I just go to New York for a moment? Okay, or New Jersey. Whatever. Don't make fun of me. I'm just kidding. I deserve that. Let's watch.
Whether it's full-time or as a side gig. If we had continued with the Millardis, our original founding family, running the business, things would have had to change at this point. So while L'Occitane taking over, it's giving our field and our beauty guides a chance to continue on for years to come.
Sorry, everybody. I just checked to make sure I was still filming because I'm scarred from the one time I filmed the same video 3 times and it quit filming 2 out of the 3.
The support, the infrastructure, the systems, and the financial backing of $1 billion skincare company that is respected around the world. I couldn't be
Lime Life is not that. He's not talking about Lime Life. Lime Life is not $1 billion skincare company respected around the world. I'm guessing he's talking about L'Occitane.
happier for the beauty guides. If I was a beauty guide, I would not be going anywhere. If I was a beauty guide, I would take this time to lean into my business so hard with so much pride and so much hope for the future. If I was a beauty guide, I'd be staying right here, continuing to share and sell my products and introduce people to the opportunity that Lime Life provides, because there is nothing like it in the direct selling beauty world. So that's how I feel about it. For me, what I've realized is I've created a company where people can grow. I've helped to create a company, rather. I've helped to create a company where people have opportunities to grow. And
opportunities to grow how? Definitely not their bank account. Personal growth? How can you grow personally in a very well-rounded way when you're working for a company that says it's a great opportunity when in reality it sucks as an opportunity and they're lying to you? It'd be pretty hard, wouldn't it?
Helped to create a corporate company where people have the opportunity to learn and grow and climb the corporate ladder. But what happens when you get to the top of the corporate ladder? You got to step off, and it's my time. I've felt the calling for a while for me to shift and to do something else, something more with my life. And the truth is, I've coached beauty guides, I've coached independent business owners.
I see why the person from the email said this. I have a feeling they're right, I guess. I feel like he's going to be now an MLM coach. He's a few years too late on that bandwagon, right? But you know what? More power to him.
For years, on not having a glass ceiling over them, on not having limits of creating the life that they want.
Life literally did have limits. They literally did. That is so funny he said that.
And being in a corporate position and doing that always had a little bit of a sting to me, because I was still on that corporate schedule and I still had a limit to my income and my time freedom. So I just knew, after building this company up so that I could help to create opportunities for people to do that, that it was my time to do what's next for me. So I'm not leaving for another job. I don't know what's next for me. I'm taking a leap of faith. I am leaning in with the mindset of abundance and leaning into my vision. I've recently created a vision board. I'm someone who thrives on goals and changes, and I'm confident that this is going to lead me to my next amazing chapter. And I don't know what that is yet, but I'm open for opportunities. I am absolutely going to take some time off. I'm going to take a few weeks or a month off to sit on the beach, to learn to play the guitar, to practice my Portuguese lessons, and to really dive into some healing work, some spiritual work, and some arts and some relaxation. After 10 years, I definitely have earned that. And I've set myself up to do so.
You've earned it. I have a hard time with my sympathy bone. If you're a part of Girl World, that was a good one. You know it was. But if you're not, don't look up Girl World. You deceived people for a decade to build your bank account. I hope the guitar string breaks, my guy.
And that's another message that I really want to leave people off with is I came from a family who discouraged me from college, who told me that, money is the root of all evil.
Oh yeah, by the way, the person who sent me that email also says his parents were very woo-woo-y in a bad way. Bad woo-woos. You know what I'm saying?
And that this world wouldn't be around long enough for me to need to plan for my future. But here I am, 40 years later. And I had to really break away from those beliefs that my family tried to instill in me. And I had to create a life for myself. And thankfully, Michelle Gay saw something in me and gave me an opportunity to run with, and I ran with it.
I'm glad he was able to break away from all of that. I could imagine that was probably very difficult. So good for him. I just wish he would have chosen a different job, a different money-making opportunity, you know?
And so for any of you who don't know what's next for you, for any of you who, didn't go and get the college degree, for any of you whose parents also told you that this world won't be around long enough and God is going to destroy this world and you don't need to worry about your future, let me tell you, there is still opportunity available for you. It is not the end. You have to get clear on the life you want, and you got to work to create it every day. And as you start to peel off other people's limitations, other people's beliefs, what other people have put on you, you're going to start to uncover an authentic version of yourself. You're going to start to find what you love. You're going to start to find what drives you. And you can take steps every day to work towards that, to achieve that. It's possible. You're worth it. This life is worth it. And there is so much opportunity around as long as you keep your eyes open to it. And that's what you got to do. Lean into that mindset of abundance. Your fears may come up. Check in with them. Push them aside. And lean into your vision, lean into your goals, create goals.
When it comes to fear, why would you check in with them and then push them aside? How about check in, listen, and pick and choose what you think is crucial to listen to your body about and what you think is not so crucial? Like, don't push them aside. Fear is there for a reason. All fear is valid. The feeling of fear, valid. But checking in with it to see if it is irrational or not is a good thing. Fear oftentimes will show you red flags that you need to be aware of, help you understand what is logical and what is not logical. I don't think fear is something you should push aside. Checking in, yes, obviously. But why would you check in and then be like, oh, bye? No, take it seriously.
And that's what my mindset has gotten me. And it's taken me 40 years to get here. But in those 40 years, I've done some incredible things, and I have been transformed in incredible ways. For all the beauty guides, because my work here at Lime Life has touched hundreds of thousands of lives. I have videos that have gone viral with over 5 million views.
I have one with over 13 million views, my guy. That's just me being a little bitch. Just being a bitch.
When live video first came out, my videos regularly were getting 250,000 views. And on top of that...
Oh, did you talk about on Facebook? Because that's wild. I don't do Facebook stuff. Facebook Marketplace, though, find me there. I'll hang out there for a while.
We've had 100,000 beauty guides come in and out of Lime Life over time. We've had hundreds of thousands of customers who have watched and shared my videos and my education, and I'm so grateful for it. The people that I've connected with this opportunity, I want to take a moment to talk directly with you. The beauty...
Oh no, he's gonna cry. I don't mind crying. I'm trying to think, if he's a female, how would I feel? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go soft on him. I don't want to be soft on him because I don't cover guys that often, because he's done just as much damage as the next MLM top leader that's a female. I'm sure that it is emotional leaving something that you've been doing for a decade. But when that something you've been doing for a decade is deceiving and hurting people, especially monetarily, for you to gain, I got problems with that. I've got issues with that. And I think we all should have issues with that. I understand the concept of being sad because you're leaving something that you've been a part of for a decade that had given you so much, but to get so much, you had to take so much from so many. So frankly, he could shove the tears for all I care.
Yes. You all have given me so much.
I'm sure they have. Yeah.
So much love, so much trust, respect.
Money.
Such a listening ear. You've given me a platform to speak on. You've seen a side of me that I was told growing up was not okay.
I'm going to ask y'all something, because I just asked myself this. If Brooke Ashley Banks was sitting here, who, by the way, was underneath him, he was above her, would you be sad for her? No? Then don't reserve any sadness for him.
I was told to push down, and you've celebrated me, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. I've gotten to spend nights, weekends, weeks at some of your houses. I've met families of yours, and I've had the best time. Oh my God, I've had the best time. I've traveled to so many countries around the world. I got to be a CEO, CEO of emerging markets. I got to oversee our European, Australian, and Brazilian markets. And it was an incredible opportunity for me. I never took it for granted. Always poured all that I had into it. And that's what I've realized. I have poured all I can into building up this company, and we have successfully created a company where makeup artists, hairstylists, beauty professionals can come, add a second stream of income to the work they're already doing, to work smarter. And then that's further gone into creating opportunities for other people, beauty lovers, and people who want to change their lives. And we've done that also. And I've had the privilege and the honor to impact thousands and thousands and thousands of people's lives on a global scale. And that's been a huge part of my vision. And I've accomplished it. It's crazy to say that. And it's so.
Could you imagine if they based their impact off of their income disclosure statements instead of basing their impact off of what they've made up in their head and numbers of people who've joined the company or whatever? Like, base it off of actual facts and not something that you've romanticized in your head. I'm feeling if they based it off of the income disclosure statement, it wouldn't be so good for them. Would be no bueno. Oh, this 12-hour shift is about to kick my ass.
It's so beautiful and incredible and humbling. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you, all of you beauty guides who have come in and out of my life, who are still in my life, who my relationship with will extend far beyond Lime Life. My social media, my following, my door is open to all of you to stay connected. But it's time I expand my vision. It's time I expand my outreach. In these 10 years ago, it was my mission to create more opportunities for makeup artists. But with the way the world is going, I realize there's a much higher calling for me. I've realized there is a polarized political system out there. I've realized there are people who want to limit opportunities for people like me.
Celebrating LGBTQ people is important. And he's right. There's a lot of people in MLM who want to take things away from people who are LGBTQ+. So it's very sad, and more than sad, it's disheartening, it's disgusting, there's a lot. So I don't blame him for leaving, honestly, especially when you talk about it in that way.
For minorities. And it's time that I really step into a position and a calling that I can expand even further on the work that I've done in the past 10 years with the confidence and the skill set to do so. So I just want to make sure that if anyone tries to use my resignation from Lime Life as a reason to talk down about the company, let me stop you right there. I still believe in this opportunity, and I still encourage people to run with this opportunity. I will absolutely still be using the skincare products because I still have not found a line as effective as Lime Life. I mean, look at this. I'm 40.
My guy, you have Botox. Listen, love Botox. One day I will get me some Botox and my brows won't move either. He's not saying, but I have Botox and I use Lime Life. And people in MLMs and people in general do this all the time where they're like, look how great my skin is. I'm like, homie, your eyebrows are not moving. You got the tox, the Botox. Did you know that it's botulism? Botox? Could you imagine the MAHA, the Make America Healthy Again group, who all have Botox? A lot of them likely have Botox. Could you imagine if they were if they were able to like really take in the idea that Botox is botulism? Botulism toxin? It kills me. It gets me every time because they won't allow themselves to. They're really good at cognitive dissonance. They wouldn't allow themselves to do that. And then they'd go back in 6 months and get more. That's beside the point. Just had a moment there. Okay, we're going to finish this up.
I'm 40 and my skin looks incredible. And I've been using the products, since we came out with skincare. So don't let anyone use my departure from Lime Life as an opportunity to speak down about the company. There is a new CEO in place, and I have worked side by side with this man for 6 years. He is brilliant. He is very effective at what he does. And when I saw his vision and strategy for the future of Lime Life, I knew there was incredible hope for the company to grow, to be that billion-dollar brand that we set out to be. So I'm going to take some time to think about what's next for me, and I hope you all stay in touch. I'm definitely going to offer something in the future for people. That is to come. I have some ideas, some light plans, but my last day at Lime Life will be this Friday, the 13th, and thereafter, I'll be sitting on the beach with a guitar for a few weeks, thinking about what's next for me. So, once again, thank you all for the trust, the respect.
You're welcome. I hope your guitar never tunes. Is that mean? It could be meaner. I could be much more nasty than that. So there's that. Literally, the corporate leg has gone bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's giving the Grinch. Santa. Bye. Anyway, Christmas time, you know, make a little jokes. I'm making jokes today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'd love to know your thoughts below on what we just watched. I know I have a lot more thoughts, but honestly, I don't have the time to expand on those. I'm sure I miss stuff in every video, and I love to hear y'all. I love to read y'all's comments that add into that because I think it makes a huge difference. So thank you for being here, and thank you so much for watching and all of your support. Thank you for a wonderful 2024, and I'm excited for what 2025 has to offer. So MLM is crashing and burning, and that makes me happy. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel for free, you can simply subscribe and like the video. Bye.